work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, scheming, or trying to find the meaning of life. And while the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. I do what I do for you. Let's go. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like It or Not starts now.
Oh my goodness. Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning. Hang on one more second, y'all. Listen, David is not here and I'm doing it all by myself. And Rebecca was here. I can't even do this. Can I get that? Nope. See, look. Oh, wait a minute. Hide. That's what I need right there. Boom. Hey, everybody. I'm Ben. Welcome to the show. Rebecca will be back with us in a moment. In the middle of me playing the opening, the song by DJ Exclusive, shout out to DJ Exclusive, her computer crashed or something happened. And so as we were starting the show, she left. She'll be back in a minute. But welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth and not care who doesn't like it. Today is Saturday, September 14th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining us. There's a lot happening. Yes, you need this. Thank you. All right. There's a lot happening in the country. And, why not? Let me just start with an opening, just chat real quick and give Rebecca some time to get back. And then she'll take it from there and we'll have a great show. We'll have a fun show, a lot in store. The debate happened this week. And I'm sure by now, most of you have already forgotten about it because that's the way American politics is. Nothing lasts in our news cycle more than a 48-hour cycle. That's it. So much has happened over the week since last Sunday. I started noticing myself personally as I keep an eye on all of this. I keep an eye on everything. I probably keep an eye on entirely too much. But I saw when this attack on the Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, I saw when that began. And I saw as it started with just one or two accounts, some key accounts who are key distributors, they're key nodes in the right-wing MAGA network. And then I saw a flood of bots pick up the story and start repeating it. All this is on my Twitter timeline back on last Sunday. And I knew that they were going to start targeting here. Oh, the queen is in the house. Good. Add her to the stage.
Hey.
I don't have to keep talking. You can take over. I was talking about, and welcome. Glad to have you. You want me to start the music over or are we good?
No, we good. Welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth. Finish it off. And
I'll finish it off because I was saying that, Rebecca, I saw when they started this foolishness last week.
Okay.
I saw it start with two accounts that spread fake news on a regular basis for MAGA. And then I saw thousands of bots. I want to say Russian bots because, well, I've seen some of the stuff they've tweeted before. I saw them pick up the Haitian cat lie is what I'm calling it, the lies. I saw them pick it up, and then I saw it spread like wildfire. They were given instructions. There was an email. Something went out and told all of MAGA to start pushing the same story at the same time. And here we are. The president of the former president mentioned it at the debate, which happened this week also. And here we are on Saturday with a full-blown attack, all-out war on Haitian immigrants. How are you doing? Because I know a lot of people in my mentions on Twitter, they want to know how you're doing.
And I'm glad. Thank you so much for checking in with me, everybody. I want to say a couple of things specifically. It's just, this is very, there's a lot of areas.
Who on your back patio?
No, that's the, I have curtains.
Oh, I ain't never seen nobody. I was about to say, sis, somebody behind you.
I like, no, don't scare me because the wind is blowing crazy today. It's giving, trying to open doors. Nah, but, so the story is, let me start here. So when I heard the story, of course, it came from Donald Trump's, former President Donald Trump's vice president candidate, J.D. Vance, who pushed out a story that was already in a Facebook, and I have an update with that. So we're going to go through it all. Puts out a story that was a Facebook story page where a woman had posted that was trolling and said that there's a video and it was Haitian people in Springfield, Ohio, eating the cats and the dogs, right? And here is the issue with that. First of all, that was fact checked immediately, and that was not a Haitian in the video. And there was an American in the video. I think there was 2 people in the video or whatever. And there was an American person in the video and some other person. And I don't want to say what immigrant that person was because then they'll start attacking them because that's what people do. But and generalizing them. But here we are, and the debate, that conversation just started to happen. Mind you, lots of Haitians were triggered because what that triggered was people saying that the animals, they use the word pets, and why they use the word pets is because we know white people love their pets. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna just be honest. Black people love their pets too. That's been the whole new rave with social media. You know, people got pets, but white people will choose the life of a pet, make commercials about it, do all the things. We know that Black lives don't matter as much as pets do to white people in the United States. I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just, we know. And so when they use the word pets, of course, they know who's going to empathize with that immediately. And so they said, if we have a point that immigrants and the most hated Black immigrant group in the United States is Haitians. So if we say that they're the problem and they're the ones that are attacking your pet, we can make that a talking point. And every single time in Donald Trump's conversations or the rights conversations, we know they always start out with immigrants being the issue in some way, shape, or form, or some marginalized group being the issue to major issues in the United States. And eating pets is not one of them. It's for immigrants. That's not it. So the cat thing derives from the 90s. That conversation is something that triggered me and lots of other millennial folks because my dad and them had to deal with the whole conversation. The baby boomers had to deal with the conversation about AIDS being brought to the U.S. From Haitians bringing it to the U.S. after an influx of Haitians came to the U.S. And then we know what happened on the Brooklyn Bridge in New York. Tens of thousands of Haitians were on that bridge to make sure that their voices were heard and the respect was given and that lie denounced. So that did make some changes. I even remember in 2020, after a document was put on Netflix, we got upset and we went out there because the Netflix documentary stated that Haitian immigrants brought AIDS to the U.S. And it was us that made noise on the internet. It took a little minute for Netflix to take that episode down. Not the whole show, but the episode. And but the 90s conversation is that we ate cat. Haitians were bullied. I was bullied. I had to fight. I had to do all of this stuff. My sisters, my brothers, my mother, my dad. all of us had to fight because in school, because they would bully us with that one thing. Oh, you eat cat. They learned Creole in South Florida. The first thing, and you probably know about this, Ben. You grew up in that area too. And
don't
it's
put
like,
me on blast because we haven't always been kind. Black Americans have not always been kind to Haitians.
And that's the fights that we were having. That talking point comes from America, period. Haitians eat cat. That ain't nothing new. So it's just they just brought it back out. And I remember having to fight so much. They literally learned Creole to tell you on the bus, down the street, in our neighborhoods, oh, ou mange shot, which translates to you eat cat. And that's not a fact. And then seeing how they try to throw it in religion and say we should be mindful because Haitians do voodoo. So that means that they eat cat because in one of the Haitian religions, and that one of them are voodoo, that's a fact. Voodoo is a Haitian religion. But they wanted to say because there's different types of sacrifice that we eat cat and that needs to be placed together. It needs to be, all Haitians do not practice voodoo. Let's make that clear. With that being said, though, after it was said, they want to play with words. After it was said by JD Vance, by the women on that Facebook group, JD Vance picked it up and sent it all over the place. All of the right picked it up and put it all over the place out of Springfield, Ohio. Then they started curating these town hall meetings, like 1 or 2, 3, 4 people, including a Black person, to reiterate, throw that false narrative out there and say that the people are speaking, but the people weren't speaking. That was 4 people out of how many that are in that community? They wanted to make sure that they pushed away the truth.
That's right.
The city was called. The city denounced that.
Yeah.
The police were called. The police said that that has not been happening. We haven't detained any Haitians for any of the things that you guys are saying. All the representatives of Springfield, Ohio, denounced it. So these MAGA, these extreme right people were trying to push that xenophobia. And let me tell you guys whom I love so much. I'm looking in this camera and I need you to look me in my eyes. If you support me, you will not continue to make videos that do nothing but reinforce that stereotype. And I'm going to tell you why. Somebody put it online about SNLing Donald Trump's negative thoughts, trying to make it comedic things, but it's actually reinforcing these stereotypes. This is not something that just came out right now. Again, this is something that Haitians had to deal with since the 90s. Haitians are making videos about it. We are laughed to keep from crying, but at the end of every video, we're like, we don't do that. That's a lie. But me watching people on shows, picking up their pets, acting like they're eating them, making dances to them, it reinforces that stereotype. You aren't correcting the fact. You're literally, and you know who's taking those videos and laughing along with y'all?
Trump people, right. MAGA.
They're MAGA. They're taking it because they're thinking it's funny as well, and it's not. And so for me, it's been really tough this week. I was at home with my parents in the city of Florida when this was coming out, and they tried to do a play on words because they said, well, Donald Trump didn't say Haitians. Excuse me. Oh, his vice president candidate did. And he doubled down, Donald Trump, on it by saying the same thing, just didn't mention Haitians. But we know Donald Trump already has been attacking Haitians because in his term, his initial term, when he won, he's the one that created the shithole comment about Haiti. And then we saw what happened in 2020 when we saw how Ukrainians were treated when there was a war there, and they utilized Title 15 and weaponized it against Haitians and made sure that they weren't able to come after the assassination of their president and the war that's going on there at that time, and made sure that all Haitians were sent back to Haiti under the guise of it being COVID precautions. It's always unfair and it's always disrespectful. The city of Springfield, Ohio, stated that Haitians actually helped their economy grow. But they don't want to spread that in the mainstream media. I ain't talking about local news stations out there. It ain't enough. Mainstream media does not want to spread that. So why don't they spread that information instead of doing these funny videos on cat eating or dog eating? Spread what's correct. Spread the I would say positive stereotypes about immigrants, right? You have companies saying that they want more of these Haitians to come and work because they come there, don't do drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come over there and start any issues. They work hard. They clock in, they clock out, and they show up. And you know why I know? I'm a product of immigrants.
Come on.
They come here. They don't want no trouble. They don't want any trouble. They don't like the police officers. They're afraid that the immigration is going to come and take them. They're living in fear. They literally teach us in school, don't go and speak Creole there because they're going to put you in Esau, which every Haitians from the 90s, from the all millennials will tell you we were all put in Esau because we simply spoke Creole. We spoke English too. But the fact that we were bilingual Black children, they put us in Esau, even though we helped all of those schools help integrate other Haitian kids. They utilized us as the interpreters. We had to take Esau. It's always been something for that. And J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, the right knew who to hit. Have been getting, Haitians have not had a day of rest since we decided to rebel in 1804. And get our freedom by ourselves and help other countries get their freedom. Here we are doing nothing, minding our business, helping Springfield, Ohio, in the west of Nowheresville, where John Legend is from, who he actually came out and spoke out and said that, hey, they help the economy and what you guys are spreading are lies. But they're helping that economy. And these people are trying to put out false information to fearmonger for the immigrant rhetoric that they've already been pushing. When it was DACA, the Dreamers Act, all these things, when they put in, every president that came in and put in place and tried to make something and do something for immigrants, it's always something that they want to fearmonger and put the conversation about drugs being brought into the country simply by immigrants, only by immigrants. I'm so sick of it. And this is so hurtful. I don't like to see my colleagues and my friends playing into it by reinforcing the stereotype. I love y'all so much and I mean it, but it's hurting rather than helping. And then there's the latest news is the woman who did put that out there. I just saw it before I got on the show. Who actually put this news out there from the Facebook page. She's saying that she regrets it. Erica Lee is her name. Erikalee. Find her. A Springfield, Ohio resident publicly expressed deep regret for her role in initiating a false rumor claiming that Haitian immigrants in her community were eating pets. The rumor, which gained widespread attention after being echoed by former President Donald Trump, it says it was based on an unfounded Facebook post that she made. And despite efforts from the city officials to debunk the story, we know what happened then to now. She's saying that she's sorry. She said that it just exploded. That was what she said. She said it just exploded. The initial post that she said was, warning to all of our beloved pets and those around us. My neighbor informed me that her daughter's friend had lost her cat. She checked pages, kennels, asked around, etc. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, she looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians live and saw her cat hanging from a branch, like you do a deer for butchering. And they were carving it up to eat. I've been told that they are doing this to dogs. They've been doing this at Snyder Park and the ducks and geese, as I was told that last bit by rangers and police. And all of this is lies. Please keep a close eye on the animals. She has since deleted this post. And everybody already at that point had screen grabbed it. So please understand, y'all. Some white woman who didn't want Haitians in her neighborhood put this in a Facebook page, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene put misinformation in a Facebook page, Facebook groups, all of this stuff. And they will use all of that rhetoric as Bible. And guess who has to, when you guys are laughing and making those videos and the MAGA people are loving and sharing it and it's spreading like that, guess who's the ones that's suffering from the xenophobia that's being reiterated and spread out there? Haitians, the immigrants that are the butt of the joke, right? They're now having to, they just got here. They just got these jobs. They are having to displace themselves. They're having to go somewhere else. They couldn't bring their kids to school. Mind you, this is the American dream, right? Couldn't bring their kids to school, being threat. Somebody decided to try to pour acid on them in Springfield, Ohio. They are being stalked in their neighborhoods. All of those things, all because they brought better into the neighborhoods.
It's crazy. Rebecca, this is one of the things that I want to jump off of what you said is that he picked the right group to target because they have done so much work. And I'm not going to blame all this on MAGA, because I do remember in the 90s, when I moved to Florida, I never met a Haitian before. I didn't even know. I was 14 when I moved to Florida, and from Mississippi. So, I didn't know anything about Haiti or Haitians. And I moved to Florida. Here was this group of Black folks that were targeted by everybody. And I don't recall me personally. I'm not going to try to make myself seem like I was better than that. I'm not better than that, but I don't recall myself falling into what I saw often or if at all. But I just saw so many Black folks, Americans. It was the butt of the joke. Oh, you from Haiti? Oh, you Haitian? You Haitian? Yeah, that was the insult. Oh, you Haitian? Yep. The whole insult was there. You Haitian? Yep. Nothing more. Yep. I have seen over the years that die down when we started to embrace Pan-Africanism, the diaspora. When we started like, nah, man, they're Black. Everybody, if your skin is Black, you're going to get treated the same in this country, especially when you get pulled over by the cops. But then when I saw that Pan-African unity, there immediately came this other thing. And I love my ADOS people. I'm an American descendant of enslaved people. Not much respect at all for the fundamental Black American FBA, the one that's headed up by Tariq Nasheed, who, by the way, without a shadow of a doubt, is an operative for white supremacy. But in this season right here, so I'm not blaming it all on MAGA, because their roots to Black on Black hatred, Black American on Black Haitian hatred. But right now, what we're living in is a time period where they have organized Black movements against any immigrants, including Black immigrants, which is absolutely asinine to me.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump picked the right group. JD Vance, they all picked the right group, because it is so sickening. You don't even have Christians willing to support Haitians who are so Christian. I mean, the amount of commitment to Christ Jesus that Haiti has. I mean, Haiti is an overwhelmingly Christian nation. The immigrants here that move, the ones that are under temporary protective status in Springfield, they go to work, they send their kids to school, and then on Sunday they're in people's churches.
Yeah, we stay in church.
And then they in some white folks' churches. You got white pastors who coming out like, wait, no, these are my parishioners. These Haitians, they come to church. But it doesn't matter, because you got some Black folks who are willing to attack them. You got a whole crew of Christians who don't care one bit that these Haitians are Christian. They don't care. They are piling on to them. Why? Because I guess everybody needs somebody to hate. And because everybody needs somebody to hate, MAGA has mastered the art of doing this. The other thing I'll say is the machine that they use to get this story viral and to get this story from those two accounts that I saw where it began, all the way to the Senate through JD Vance, all the way to the debate from Donald Trump. They don't care about truth. When they found out that their whole thing was based on lies, they shipped it and said, it doesn't matter. We still don't want these 20,000 people who, by the way, have come and revitalized the city.
Yep.
The city is stronger. The tax revenues have gone up in the city.
Jobs are higher.
Jobs are higher. Mm-hmm. People are living. Restaurants are booming. Mm-hmm. The city is thriving, but that part doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter that for some Black folks like Tariq Nasheed that they're Black. It doesn't matter for some Christians that they're Christian. And it doesn't matter for conservatives that these people have literally come and revitalized this city. They all default to their desire to hate. And not only is it a desire to hate, it is a money-making machine. It is a money-making machine to vilify Haitians and to vilify immigrants. Last thing, they're doing it because they have plans to do it all the more and go all the way. I don't want anybody to stop and think for 1 second that this is a story that's just going to go away. No, this is a practice run. This is a dry run for when they get ready to deport 20 million immigrants. And I'm putting immigrants in quotes because they're going to deport anybody they get their hands on that they think don't look like they belong here. And that's going to include some Black Americans, American descendants of enslaved folks who are out here tweeting against Haiti. You will be caught up in this too and find yourself in another country because they will not distinguish between you. So it's anyway, you got it.
No, and yesterday I decided we had one of the historical figures out of our Haitian music scene, the HMI, the Haitian music industry, come out yesterday and rain, sleet, or snow. I said, you know what? I know the woman who sings and I know the man who sings. His name is, if y'all know him, Alan Cave, and her name is Nia. And they came out and it was a white party and Haitians came out, rain, sleet, or snow yesterday, just to come out and support for one another for the week that we have had. Yeah. And we got together just to embrace our culture, eat our food, dance our dance styles, denounce that came out. There was a comedian there that tried to make jokes about it and the crowd did not laugh. It ain't funny. Good. It ain't funny. And we just got together and had like basically a conversation in between songs, loved on each other, danced with each other. Because at the end of the day, we will not allow people to continue to try to define us. It's been so long that we have been voiceless. And I want you guys to know, when you look at me, I don't care. Somebody said, oh, how often do you go back? My last time going back was right before the pandemic. And my family is there. Most of all of my family is there. I'm first generation and not much of us are here. And if I tell you the stories of how some of them came here, where they had to come on, person had to come on the boat and was the only surviving person and made a way for himself in New Orleans right now. I have family members in the Dominican Republic who have to deal with what they got to go on over there. My family who wants to stay in Haiti, but had to go to Chile because of they're right in the center of what is happening. Some of them can't even leave. Right. So many things that people are like, oh, why you ain't go back? I can't go back because it's the area where my family from. I can't go back. That's really the hot spot of what's going on in Haiti right now. It's not, I'm helping them out. We're doing what we can. When I had a family under the bridge that I was going to take, y'all know the story. I tell y'all this every damn blue moon. Like I had a family member under that bridge. Talked to them on the phone. Lawyer over there said, I deal with immigrants every day at the border. I just never seen Haitians, or I never seen a group of immigrants treated like this in my entire life. I went to go set up to pick up my cousin. The next day, they were all gone. We don't get chances. We try to take them. We try to do what we can. Same issue while they were saying Haitians was eating cat. I remember what they were saying to Cubans at the time, especially the darker skinned ones, calling them wetbacks. Because they would get, if they swim across or whatever, and if they got here and their feet touched the ground and they could stay or whatever, they were calling them wetbacks. None of that is funny. Our parents at the same time as us, people would tell my mom, grown people in South Florida were telling my mama in stores, you eat cat, speak English, go back to your country. And that's from both Black and white folks. Yep. White Hispanics. This is racist, and it reinforces racism, and it reinforces xenophobia. Y'all seen how passionate I've been about Haiti since day one, when he called it a shithole country, when he said he said that we ain't no good. And he being Donald J. Trump, he has been after Haitians from day one. Somebody in New York, I know he's seen the influx of Haitians. I know he's seen what happened on that bridge. Donald Trump being from New York, I know he remembers what happened on the Brooklyn Bridge. So I know his hate for Haitians go real deep. We always gonna step for us. And we're always gonna fight for what we need, for what we have to do. And we shouldn't be treated less than. And it ain't only us, the Mexicans. The Mexicans had to deal with the damn, they still got to deal with the wall. When they would tell Mexicans, Taco Bell, run for the border. All kinds of stuff that these Americans have just been, it's terrible. This country doesn't like immigrants as much as it wants to call it a melting pot, as much as it want to say this is the American dream. No, this is just a life that they want better for themselves and their kids. I'm 100% sure every immigrant will tell you they would want to stay home.
That's right.
My brother, when he came here in 2012, the man hated it. The depression in his face. He said, this is what I came to. And he made it every effort when he was Ubering and doing that to send every little thing he could back home until he started going back. And when he would go back, he would send cameras and all the stuff that he would learn here and say, y'all know how to do it. Those kids had no schooling and would take cameras and make and create videos better than any person I know who went to school here. They would take the pianos, the guitars, and learn by themselves how to play anything. All they needed was the material because they can't get it. And y'all don't understand. When it comes to Haitians, and I'm going to speak about mine, all of these rumors, all of these things, this whole thing about eating cats in places in Haiti where people ain't got no food or whatever, they're going to eat whatever's in the street. That's facts. Everybody in these poor areas, but we see homeless people digging in garbage cans for whatever. Does that mean that every American is doing the same thing or whatever? Like, y'all got to stop putting these kind of, it doesn't make any sense. One immigrant who came here and sold drugs, and you're saying that all Mexicans are killing people and drug dealers and doing all of that?
That's right. It's on purpose, Rebecca. I want to back up to what you just said. The person who's eating out of the trash can, they're no less human. You know, if someone in Haiti or any country has found themselves in a situation where they have to eat the animals, the quote unquote domesticated animals to survive, I'm glad those animals are there for them to survive. You know, instead of, it's like the video that, I don't know if you saw the one that went like super viral of the mothers in Haiti who take a little bit of fat and a little bit of salt and they mix it with the mud in order to feed their starving children. And then you had Christians, people with Christian crosses, Bibles in their bio, mocking them. And they are unaware of the scripture that says, if you mock the poor, you're mocking God, right? These people who have to do what they have to do. You think I won't shoot and kill whatever animal crosses my path if I got to feed my children? You think I won't take every animal in this, I don't care what it is, to keep some protein in my children's babies? I won't tell them what they're eating, but you think I won't feed them? You think America didn't start that? I was just reading back in Jamestown, in the settlers. They not only ate cats, white Christian Protestants who came over here, found themselves hungry and ate cats. They ate dogs. They ate rats. They dug up dead bodies and ate dead bodies in order to survive. Now, I ain't going that far. You know, we'll eat some, you know, but the point is this. People do what they have to do to survive. That does not make them less human. That makes me ask the question, why are they in that condition in the first place? And in 2024, you could trace that hand right back to the United States of America, Western policy.
Their blood is on everybody's stuff. All of you, a black country that's suffering, just search where the U.S. stands in that situation. Search where these colonizer nations and countries, search where they stand in the situation. The blood be on their hands 100%. They ain't got no business being in nobody's business, but they go into black business. They go into brown business and they cause suffering in those countries. But then in their media want to call these countries the poorest countries in this hemisphere, or these drug dealers and these threats to American society. These people who bring diseases to y'all the ones that been sick, and any Americans have been sick, have anything they need, they have to get it from other countries and tattoo their name on it and say they created, they made it. I'm so sick of it. Americans are not perfect. We know Americans that go and eat deer. They'll go eat Bambi. They'll go do all of these things. And that's not an American thing, but we know there are certain areas where they'll go do that. They'll put up Roger Rabbit. They'll go get all kinds of snakes, all kinds of stuff. They'll eat the squirrels. And I'm like, but nobody says anything about that. You see how stupid I sound saying it? What's the point? What's the point of saying, if all of this news, and this is the thing about it, if all of it has been debunked, why are we still talking about it? You know why? Because of the people who had made a joke about it, who are doing TikTok videos about it, because of the people who are on the right, who are going to double, triple, quadruple down on it. And they want this to be the truth. And because it came from Donald Trump's new minion, J.D. Vance, they're going to say this is a Bible scripture. And because they use these whistleblowing words like pets and immigrants, they're going to listen even harder. And please understand, J.D. Vance was checked right after the after the debate, and by Yamiche Alcindor, who was a Haitian journalist. She was at PBS. I don't know where she's at now, but she asked him and was like, all of the news that you brought out about Haitian immigrants eating pets has been debunked by officials and many employers in Springfield, Ohio, and even the people of Springfield, Ohio. What do you have to say to that? That man doubled, tripled, quadrupled down and said, that's not true. She said, but it is true. They literally just said that. And he did the same thing that Donald Trump did. And he said, no, it's not true. It's not true. Can I speak? It's not true. And that's enough for the hate and the xenophobic people and the racist people to have, because J.D. Vance said it's not true. You know how dangerous that is? You know how dangerous it is? I drove with I was scared yesterday because we had that event outside. We had it outside. And I saw a Marietta police just come by real quick, look, and then speed off. And then I saw a white old man drive real slow, creeping up. Mind you, a lot of those cars had Haitian flags in them. The restaurant has a Haitian flag on it. Like, I was just like, oh my goodness, I don't know. My sister was telling me, maybe you should take your Haitian flag down right now, as everything is hot and where you live at is predominantly those type of white people. Maybe you should take your Haitian flag down out of your car. And I was afraid. But I said, no, you know what? I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian through and through. Nobody can tell me not to be Haitian. For a long period in my life, I watched my friends who were Haitian had to lie about being Haitian because they were afraid of getting beat up. And I had to fight every day. I fought people. I dragged people, boys and girls, Black Americans, white folks, whoever in between, because I was just Haitian. And that's what America does, create division. And this is what they want to do right now. Immediately after they put that out there, division continued its ugly head online. I'm not going to sit here and run from who God created me to be. And I'm so proud that I get to I get to wake up Haitian every single day. Not only am I beautiful, I love my features, and I grew up in South Florida where they wanted me to hate my features, hate the fact that I'm bilingual, told me that my language isn't beautiful. People telling me not to speak Creole because it offends them because they aren't bilingual. I had to deal with that my entire life. So if anybody challenges me on that, it's always a problem to me, because that's the language that my mom and dad speak. And they made sure not to teach us exact French because they wanted to make sure that we had the language that we created in rebellion from our colonizers. So when I speak my language, and every moment I get to speak it, I'm going to speak it. I'm going to tell you I'm Haitian. I'm going to represent no matter what. I don't have to be there. I'm here in America and I'm going to represent as a Haitian.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. We don't eat no cats. We don't eat no dogs. We eat people. Ask about us. I'm kidding. But Marianne Williamson, who we had on the show, Ben.
Yeah, I want to go back and delete that episode. That healing stone heifer.
Garbage. Who does white? Remember, she tried to win her presidency with white spirituality, which we can just define as what they said, witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that equal to?
And
But
she
it's
tries to
lesser than voodoo.
This was wild about it is that she tries to shoehorn her spirituality, her extra. I mean, you call it witchcraft. I'm not sure if it goes that far, but why not? Let's call it witchcraft, right? She shoehorns that into her Christianity, right? And then that's how she decided to attack Haitians, saying that they're not really Christian, that they support voodoo. Listen, I don't, and you can correct me because you know that's your home, that's you know the people, but even in some of the voodoo practices, they're still Christians. They still have a sect that is Christian, even if they have some voodoo practices in it. It's indistinguishable from what Marianne Williamson does. She brings all of her extra stuff. She brings all of it and tries to wrap it in her Christianity as if she's something that's how somehow better.
Nothing Christian about that woman.
Well, that's what she claims, right? This is what
I told her. This is what I told her on X. And y'all know
you said something to her. Let me see. What you said?
Let me find it. It's like I think my latest tweet on X. Is that what they call it? Or my latest X on X? I don't know what they call it nowadays. But I had to go on there. It's my latest one. I said to her, she said, continuing to dump on Trump because of the eating cats issue will create blowback on November 5th. Haitian voodoo is in fact real, and to dismiss the story out of hand rather than listen to the citizens of Springfield, Ohio, confirms in the minds of many voters the stereotype of Democrats as smug elite jerks who think they're too smart to listen to anyone outside of their own silo. I said, you're a failed political grifter who thought she could white spirituality her way into presidency. Failed. Haitian voodoo is a real religion. I'm Haitian, I know, but trying to reinforce a lie about eating cats just to live on Trump's nutsacks and failing is the real disgrace, loser. And because you are that, you're trying to make your way into the MAGA central space. Donald Trump's right in between his nutsacks, and you want to live there because that's what gets you paid. You grifting heifer, and we will not stand for it. They don't even want you. They don't want you. This don't want you. The people that you was trying to work with when you were running for president, they left you. You fail at everything. You failed at trying to compare voodoo with people doing whatever this lie was with cats. Stop it. Y'all worried about these cats so much. Y'all ain't worried about the children that y'all murdering, that y'all are allowing to get killed at these schools. But y'all worrying about pets. You see what America does? Y'all worry about these damn dogs, Fluffy and them, but you not worried about them kids in Uvalde.
Talk, Rebecca.
Y'all not worried about them kids just the other day here in Georgia. You're not worrying about it.
They forgot about that. What are you talking about? They don't even talk about that anymore.
They don't even talk about that. It was 2 seconds. They don't even consider that. I think 4 people died. Didn't they say 4 or more is a mass murder?
Yeah. Mass shooting. Yeah.
Oh, baby, they didn't even, it's not even labeled as mass shooting. So people are dying. Springfield, Ohio is thriving because of Haitians. End of story. People are dying in the United States. Different places people are being attacked. Y'all done took Black history out of the damn schools. Y'all blaming everything on Black folks here and there. Y'all blaming everything on immigrants. Y'all blaming everything on LGBTQIA+. You guys are causing from the xenophobia, this racism, all of this bias, this prejudice, all of this stuff that you guys are bringing here is the real problem. People are dying because of it, and you focus on damn pets.
Well, that's the point, though, Rebecca. Underneath all of this is the point that we have a movement in this country that is 100% committed to violence and hatred and bigotry. This is, again, it's just a warm up for them. They have a desire. This is why I stand with all immigrants. One, because it's the right thing to do. 2, because my faith tells me to, but 3, because it's in my self-interest. It's in my self-interest to stand with immigrants, because what they are getting ready to do to the 20 million immigrants that they plan to mass deport, the groups, the Gestapo that's going to go door to door to deport those immigrants, are not going to stop there. They never did in history. They will always extend this to every marginalized group. So it doesn't matter if you're not an immigrant. That's just the warm up. And so even if you don't have a moral call, which you do, if you don't feel the moral call to stand with immigrants, if you don't feel the spiritual call, if you're a Christian and you don't feel the spiritual call to stand with immigrants, you got to be at least sensible enough to be self-interested and realize that they're not going to stop once they deport the immigrants. They're coming to the LGBTQIA community next. They're going to the Black community next. They're going to every community that they don't like, because we have been infested in this country with the sickness of white supremacy, and they are committed. They are not going to be satisfied until they can go door to door and as a mob deport and harm and kill as many people as their little lust desires. And so we're in a real dangerous time right here. And if folks can't get beyond the fact that every group has somebody that they target, if Black folks can't get beyond someone being an immigrant and stand for those immigrants, then we're going to be next.
100%. And that's why I'm like, I get it. Everybody wants to have these conversations because it's so easy. It was given, it was fed to the United States. And this is how the United States works. They want to infest us with division, keep us divided, and they can plot and plan, which is the better Black group, which is the better LGBTQIA plus people, right. Which letter in there is the one that we can
split them all up.
Yes. And how can we make this work? And, they here in America, for some reason, they seem to do a really good job at that. But I did see this, though. I see the positive, where a lot of people saw Donald Trump at the debate immediately bringing this to the forefront when the question that was asked did not relate to that. I did love how the moderators checked it immediately, and the world got to see Donald Trump's insanity in real time. Donald Trump's lies in real time.
That's right.
And that I did see. People are like, what is he talking about? Like, what? Many people wanted to do a play on words, because Donald Trump did not say Haitians exactly, but JD Vance did.
That's right.
And Donald Trump reiterating that, you would know that's what he meant. And because all of the news that has come out after that has not been, oh, immigrants. No, it's been Haitian immigrants. And their lives are in danger in Springfield, Ohio. They moved there on purpose, by the way, because that place had plants, warehouses, and it was quiet. It didn't have no trouble. They can keep their head down. They chose that place on purpose. They are in Indiana as well for the same exact reason. They didn't want to go to the most popularized place that had the Haitians there, like Florida, like New York, like they usually do, like Boston. They didn't want to go there. They wanted to go to these towns where they can keep their head down and grow.
And they've done that, right? They have turned from the mayor to the city manager to the chief of police to the pastors to the business owners of Springfield have said very clearly that this city, to citizens, there was a Reddit post where there was a white individual who pointed out that how much he appreciated the Haitian immigrants because of the addition to the community that they have made. And this is the old post. This is from like 2 years ago. So this is before any of this happened. And he said, if there's anybody that needs to be removed, he said, it's my redneck neighbors who are complaining about the immigrants because they have no added purpose to their community. But he went item by item. The same things that the city manager said last week, the same thing that the pastors are saying this week, the same thing that the police chief and the mayor are saying this week. This person said on Reddit about 2-3 years ago, the Haitian community has not only added to the community, but they've increased the tax revenues of the community. They've improved the restaurants. They've improved everything about that city. But that doesn't matter because it was never about being a value add. They don't care. They would rather see Springfield, Ohio die than to see it thrive with immigrants, Black immigrants specifically, Haitians even more specifically.
Yes, because Haitians, I'm telling you, they are the most hated Black immigrants in this country. And then there's the African immigrants. Any of us, they will just I see it. I've lived it. And I've watched my mom be so strong. I've never watched her cry. We the ones that cry for them. We the ones that have to fight for them. They came to my doorstep and put their hands on my mom, and we had a whole fight in my yard just because we were Haitian. There's nothing I can tell you. Our grass is cut perfectly. We had our mango tree thriving. We had our garden in the back thriving. We stay in the house. We don't bother nobody. And they will come to your stuff and try to bully you out of what your parents worked hard for. They want it to already being Black in America. I know. I watch it because people who don't know that I'm Haitian, I'm Black American. And for them, I know what it's like. I'm here with everybody. We American, we Black. We're here. It's not a monolith. Being Black in America is not a monolith. We come, we speak different language. We're from different places, all this kind of stuff. But we know we already struggle just being Black in America. I see it. Opportunities are always less than. We can't do nothing without having to do it 10 times better, 10 times harder.
Preach.
Than people just waking up in the morning and showing up and doing nothing that are white.
Preach. And don't be a Black woman like Kamala Harris, who is literally 10 times, 1,000 times better than Donald Trump. And I don't want to go off on this offshoot because I keep talking whatever you want us to talk about. But the fact that Donald Trump can present himself as the Neanderthal that he is, the mind-numbingly stupid things that come out of his mouth, his incoherent thoughts. My daughter sat there and watched the debate with us on Tuesday night, and she was like, has he completed a complete thought yet? No, because he doesn't. He never does. But there's an entire movement in this country that looks at him and swears that everything that comes out of his mouth is gold. And meanwhile, Kamala is working 13 jobs over here, doing everything that she can to balance all the things that she can. And then she still presents in a fashion that slaughtered him. But they're going to always say and will never admit that Donald Trump is a fool. They're going to always say that she's less than. They're going to always call her a diversity inclusion hire. So they're going to always insult every Black person in that fashion, even though we are doing 10, 13 times as much as any of them ever did.
And they have to, no matter what. And that makes America America.
That's what
if
America
they didn't do that, then it would be questionable. I wish that we would be questionable. I wish that we would do things differently. My mom was like, if she wins, we're going to be in trouble because they're going to come after us. They're already coming after us and they're going to come after us some more. And like, I'm like, Mama, if he will win, it will be trouble. So we're going to choose good trouble and we're going to keep fighting until we get somewhere. That's the only way this thing works. If we keep moving out of fear, we ain't never going to get nowhere. We're never going to get nowhere.
Did your parents really like what he didn't say Haitians? Did they really?
Because
he didn't say the word Haitian?
Because there is a little MAGA group of people that they've infested as well who are misogynists.
Yes. And that's the way they get in. They will get in every community through misogyny. And then before you know it, you are a Black person, a Haitian person, Mexican person, a woman supporting MAGA.
Yep. And that's what happened. And I told my mama, I need you to erase that podcast on your WhatsApp that they keep sending you. I need you to block it. And if you need any information, you get it from me. Or you let me vet the information that you get. Because here's who said it first. And mommy, this is his vice presidential candidate. Here's the date that they said it. Here's what they said. And it's exactly verbatim what Donald Trump said without using the specific group. And after Donald Trump said it, mommy, this is what happened. Here's article. Each one that is quoting Donald Trump is saying Haitian immigrants.
That's right.
And she was like, okay. Yeah, okay. Because that's what they do. They will try to infiltrate the Haitians who don't know much about what's going on, or who will only get their news from their sources, which have to be Haitian so they can understand, right? Because they don't speak the language, or they're going to get it from them. And they, just like all MAGA people do, will find one person, because it can't be everybody. They'll find one person in the mix, and then they'll go ahead and they'll take that person, especially if they're misogynist, and offer them an incentive to spew out false and negative rhetoric that they know your Haitian ass fue Pierre-Paul. Okay? Your Haitian behind fue Baptiste, fue Guerrier. When you was in Haiti, these people didn't give no damn about you. Just about 10 days before they found Joe behind, you was struggling. You had different plans for your life. You was creating your fight plan. And here they go. And they offer you an incentive. Only you, not your family, not your friends. You must denounce them people and now side with this. That's how they do it. I tell my mama the other, mama, because that one, no. We know what to call a thing, and that's a thing. And we're going to call it that.
Speaking of, you mentioned good trouble. Here's a flip side of it. I want to go look up this group, Haitians for Trump. I want to see what they said this week, if anything. But do these MAGA doesn't realize how many Haitian voters are registered in the state of Florida, do they?
Yeah, no, they don't. Florida, and it's a majority. I actually just read about that the other day. And the majority of the Haitians, they gonna vote. There's a lot of them that can vote this year. And if you really thought you did something, you did nothing, especially in the state of Florida. It's Ronaldo DeSantis. He's already been giving them a reason to say F off.
That's right.
So this is just a nail in the coffin. Yeah. The Haitian Times actually, who we've had on the show before, Vanya Andre, who is a journalist at the Haitian Times. They were putting together today a town hall meeting with the Haitians of Springfield, Ohio, in a little town over in the area, for Haitians to come together and figure out a plan and how to help the Haitians that are there, protect them, and to continue to give them the resources that they need to flourish in the city. So many threats have been given to them since. And it has now had to go on virtual. Then people were saying, don't come. Because we will shoot you, kill you, murder you. We will get everybody. So out of fear mongering, the Haitians could not do the support group that they were going to do today, with a call to action, make a plan, all those things to secure the Haitians down. The Springfield Nazis got to him first.
What does Kodak Black said this week? I haven't seen anything from him. I haven't seen anything from Kai Senate. And I don't know
because that they love Donald Trump. Donald Trump freed Kodak Black. This is one of the people, I tell you, those are the people that they take, give them incentive, and they can't say anything. They have to stay in the white talking points, or the Nazi talking points, the white supremacist talking points, the white nationalist talking points, the misogynist talking points. They have to stay there. And so we're not going to see those people say anything. It's almost like DJ Khaled in Palestine.
Oh, Lord, come on.
You may not, I don't know what he's doing in the background, but we haven't heard a thing from this Palestinian man that likes to say the word nigga. We haven't heard a thing.
Not a word.
Not a word. So while Kodak Black is loved by the Haitians, because we're going to support it. Once you say you Haitian, we're going to be like, okay, we're going to do all of that, right? However, we are watching, we see, but we know that we can't put, I was saying this on Thursday, putting our trust and our freedoms into celebrities' hands ain't the way to go. Ain't the way to, especially when they've been on the op side, ain't the way to go. So what Will Smith said when he smacked that man on stage, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. You keep Haiti out your mouth and put some respect on it. I've said it time and time again. Y'all know every time y'all see me, I'm going to step for Haiti. Don't ever question if I'm going to speak about it. Don't ever question if I haven't been affected by it, because I have. It's been a tough week. I get online, I see people that I love and I trust mocking it. It's been tough. Yeah, it's been tough, because for them, it's like, hey, we're just doing what we always do. And it's and now I'm realizing that laughing at anything that the Mexicans were going through when it was hot, building that wall. Them Asians that was getting beat up in the street because Donald Trump said it was the Chinese flu or the Chinese virus, and an influx of Asians being beat up. You see what xenophobia does? It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
And I don't think people realize how stupid you look being someone who's not. So many Irish people, Italian folks, y'all just got considered white. When this country started, you were as rejected as you all are trying to reject other immigrants now. And it always amazes me. Now, off of them back to like people of color who are immigrants. Do you know how absolutely stupid you not only look, but have to be to participate in xenophobia and hatred towards immigrants? Because that always comes back around on your people. It never fails. But I don't know what it is, Rebecca. I think it's just human nature. People like somebody to pick on. They too scared. I see it's all these folks talk a lot of smack about immigrants. You ain't saying nothing about white folks. You ain't saying nothing about white supremacy. You scared to fight white supremacy, so you turn around and target someone that you think is lesser than you, only for you. It's like Vivek Ramaswamy. Like, dude, when they start these mass deportations, they are going to deport you as well because they're not going to remember. They're not going to distinguish you. A red hat is not going to save you.
Not that head.
J.D. Vance's wife, who's of Indian descent. You know, J.D. Vance is an evil enough son of a to deport her himself. But all these people who support
Nikki Haley.
What was Nikki's real?
She Indian.
I know. I'm trying to think of her real name. She changed her name. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like all of these people who support this, do you not know that they will come and get you and your family? But I guess you just enjoy pointing your hatred and your bigotry towards somebody. You just got to hate somebody.
They coming for you, baby. I want y'all to know that. Y'all think that it's just
Nimrata.
like,
That's her name.
Nimrata. And then what's funny is when I forgot which person made this, the girls were fighting. The Republican girls was fighting.
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Laura Loomer. Oh my God.
She
it's
put
so
out
funny. Oh my.
She put out that tweet and said, and Laura Loomer did, about, when Kamala Harris gets into the White House, it's gonna smell like curry. Because the Indian side, you're saying curry and all this other stuff and blah blah blah. And y'all good dirty foot sis said Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, oh, that's racist. That's racist. And they was going back and forth. And I said, that's not my business.
Yeah. Nah,
that's not my business.
I egged it on a little bit, but that's it.
I'm not even, egg it on. Y'all can fight amongst each other because that's what y'all been creating out here. And now somebody's trying to save face for MAGA and somebody's trying to go real in on the MAGA way. Right? Somebody's trying to show that MAGA has a heart. Somebody else is trying to show, MAGA can get real dirty in it. That's not my business. That's Satan's business, and y'all can handle that in hell and burn yourselves alive. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene, you said that the babies that died was a conspiracy, and I have the mass murder of children in this country. Well, there was a conspiracy. All right, and I don't mess with you. You talked about January 6th being I don't play with that. I can't play with people that look like you anyway. Just like Charlie Kirk has a scary face, she's right there with them people. They look like somebody put up a post and they said a picture of them and it looks like they eat flesh. They will ask you, hey, they will touch your skin and be like, hi, wow, well, what good skin this is. They're weirdos like that. Weirdos. But anyway, stop. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to Haiti, we know there are truths and there are lies, and that was a lie, and we need to just put it to rest. It's going to be, I want it to be wrapped up, but it may not be wrapped up, but that's my take on it. I don't have anything more or less to say about it because it's been debunked more than one time in so many different ways, but I want us to know you know, the reinforcement of the stereotype part of it, and how the xenophobia is dangerous, how this rhetoric being put out there is actually dangerous to Haitian immigrants.
Absolutely. Beck, I'm sorry you had a, I thought about you this week, and sorry you had to go through this. And I so many of my friends who are Haitian, and I reached out to the few that I could get up with, because, I don't have a phone anymore, but I reached out to those I knew on social media, because it's like waking up, minding your business, and you minding your business, living your life, and you wake up, and then all of a sudden everybody's targeting you. Reminds me of the day. I don't know if you remember that day on Twitter a couple years ago, where out of the blue, some white boy just started a space, and the name of the space was, "Are there too many black women in public spaces?" Just out the blue. Why? Because he knew it would go viral. He knew that he would get a whole lot of white folks in there, and he knew he'd get a whole lot of black men in there who went in there and did that. And it's like, folks just go about their day living their life, and then all of a sudden, all the eyes of the nation, all the hate-filled eyes of the nation is pointed on you. And sorry, this week was Haitians, and I fear that they're just going to keep going, and they're going to go further.
Oh yeah, we can't catch a break because we had audacity. And the only reason, because we had audacity to get our freedom, we've been under the microscope. We've been treated, targeted, and targeted. Our country, which we know is still the pearl of the Antilles, they want to make it as if they want to obliterate it. They don't want it to be a thing. They want to own it. They want to make this. It hurts. It hurts to
talk about a grudge. Like they are executing and America's ungrateful ass. Because if you think about it, like, America wouldn't exist as it is. Not you told me about this years and years ago. America wouldn't exist without Haiti, without the revolution.
100%.
Right? Without Napoleon getting his butt beat and then having to sell Louisiana. The Louisiana Purchase came as a result of the Haitian Revolution. But America,
Chicago is a city founded by a Haitian, period.
Instead of being grateful for that note in world history, America, along with France, has been executing a vendetta against Haiti. Why? Because above nationalism, above American pride, above American gratitude is white supremacy. That's always going to trump every single thing. So despite America owing Haiti a debt of gratitude, they teamed up with France and have been punishing Haiti ever since they had the nerve to free themselves.
Yeah. Lanzetta, you said it best. You said we had the audacity to search for work that other people didn't want in a dying town on its last breath.
Yes. Brought a whole town into life. Where's that at? How far up is that?
It's in the chat by Lanzetta. I think I'm just at a place where I'm going to have to be, I'm going to be Haitian. My children are going to speak the language.
That's right.
No matter who I'm married to, they'll be trilingual if need be, because I like my man to be speak another language too. So they'll be trilingual if need be. And I know that it may come with challenges for a very, very long time. Just me being Haitian. My whole entire life, probably. And I'm okay with that. If that means that I get to be Haitian in this life and the next, and my children get to speak the language and take that on and continue to push, then I'll take it. I will not. I refuse to stand down. I remember how I had to grow up. And again, I watched my friends be afraid to say that they were Haitian. They were afraid to do that. I'm not letting them take that from me. I'm not afraid to be Haitian. I'm not afraid to speak the language. I won't be afraid of my heritage at all in any way, shape, or form. I will not be afraid of my culture. I just won't do it. I won't do it. And I won't allow America to strip me from that and to make lies about what I know, what all my people know. I won't allow it. Not me. I will be the one person in the room of people if need be. I will not allow it. Just like I am about being Black in America. Just like how I am about the Black institution that I came from. Florida A&M University. Just how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Period. I'm not going to let nobody take that away from me ever. It's in me. You rip me open, it's red and blue like Pepsi, but the Haitian flag. And it means the world to me. I'm like, God made me Haitian for a reason. Look at our history. We are the first Black free country, free republic in the world. Not just like, I say that often, but I don't think y'all getting that. This little island country did that on its own and had to pay for it and said, all right, we'll take that for our freedom and the freedom of our ancestors. We'll take that. We'll take that on the chin. And we had produced the best rice in the world. And they took that from us.
And then so many things, Rebecca. I don't think
Clintons, by the way, took that from us. I just need to be clear. That's why I don't Clintons.
It's so funny because so many people be like, y'all not real leftists. I'm like, what are you talking about? We there's not a Democrat that we ain't got beef with. Not a one. Every Democrat that's in office, I got issues with.
Yeah.
But dear God, do you not see Donald Hitler preparing to go to the Fourth Reich? Anyway, that's not even what I wanted to say. I hadn't forgot what I would. Oh, no, it's purposeful. I don't think it's coincidence. And then I'm sorry to the audience members who are not spiritual. I'm going to get in and I'm going to get out. It's purposeful. They have historically attacked Haiti. Haiti does represent something on this planet. Man, we lost Rebecca for a second. Haiti represents something on this planet that has never existed, and it has been targeted since its inception, since it got its freedom. And it's not coincidence that all eyes are on Haiti in this particular moment, because all of the hatred that has been pointed and given towards Haiti in this throughout history, but specifically in this particular moment, we're fighting something that is far bigger. We're fighting white supremacy. I tell you, like I tell my church members, white supremacy is spiritual wickedness in high places. It is the very thing that the Bible warns against. And you look at MAGA right now, you look at what it has become or what it is and has always been, right? It is spiritual wickedness in high places. It is literally taking and deceiving all of these Christians, and deceiving might be too nice to them, because I think they want to be evil. I think there's a whole lot of white evangelicals who just thrive on evil, and they only use God and Jesus as a way to commit more evil. But there's some there who are so deceived by MAGA. They're so deceived by this that they are literally turning against their own faith. They're turning against the teachings of Jesus Christ. They're turning against the teachings of the Bible so that they can still carry out their hatred of MAGA. So I think all of this is intentional, because it is exposing just how much these white Christian devils who follow along with MAGA Christianity, who and what they really are and have always been. And they're messing with the right ones, which is why I'm like, of all the people you want to start a fight with, why would you pick Haiti? But here we go. Here we are.
Yeah, and we're gonna stand 10 toes down, even if it's 3 of us. I don't care. Left, like they want to pick us because they think that we're the weakest link. We're the easiest link. We are the one that they need to go after, because globally we are viewed as a problem. They didn't want American slaves to read about what happened in Haiti at the time, because they didn't want nobody getting no ideas. So that was one of the revolutions that they didn't want to hear about. But there were Haitian people who were coming here and who were still teaching it and inspiring American slaves at the time, American enslaved people at the time. And that's why I'm like, don't play. The blueprint is real. What they try to do in here, try to divide it, try to write us out of stuff. That's not even, they want to write us out of history. They want to divide us so much and say that there was this and this wasn't inspired by this, and how can this be? It all ties together, and it's okay. We're all Black people that were dropped off somewhere else. We happen to be ones in the the Haiti Islands, okay? The Tai with the Tainos. We happen to be the ones dropped off over there. And we all was on the same boat at some point in time, on the same route, baby. Just stop somewhere else.
Our DNA is closer to one another. Mm-hmm. I mean, we all came from the west coast of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a certain set of tribes that were on the west coast of Africa. Our bloodlines are tied together through centuries, and y'all want to sit back and watch a particular group of Black people get targeted.
Yeah,
when they are literally our cousins.
Yep, and it's so funny because it's like I'm okay. Like I have, like you said, Ben, you from Mississippi. I never knew nothing about no country, nothing. I'm from South Florida, where it's still Haiti. Okay, so when I went to FAMU, that was the whole shift for me. When I went to New York, again, it's like being in Haiti because I was living in Brooklyn. And then I came to Georgia. Oh, wow. What a country place. My best friend that I met at Florida A&M, she's from Kentucky. I never heard about Kentucky in my life except for the fried chicken place. She showed me a different culture there. Everybody ain't the same type of damn Black, and that's all right. That's all right. So this whole divide and conquer and amongst each other is crazy. We can have our different cultures and be all right and still be Black.
Yeah.
Can the church say amen?
Amen.
And that's it.
Amen. Speaking of Black culture, I got to share something on the screen. I know you know, and post, I'm sure everybody who loved this man.
Oh, no, they took him, Lord. They took him, Lord.
Rebecca,
they took him.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you if there's anybody? This man right here.
They took him. Oh,
I haven't even told my kids yet.
Jesus.
I haven't told, and you probably like, well, Ben, why would your kids be hurt by the fact that this gentleman who was, I think
they grew up on him,
years old, they are grown, they're growing up on Frankie Beverly right now. I can play Golden Time of Day and my son will stop what he's doing, even the video games, and he will come and sing that part. And we are driving in the car and he's looking at the sunset and he says, Daddy, is this the golden time of day? My 6-year-old, Frankie Beverly, one of the greatest. Rebecca, I'm gonna get you some new batteries.
I know, right? It's every time. Anywho,
is that
the music that we know, Florida A&M. Now, my dad, who is a Haitian, he loves Frankie Beverly and Maze, and
James Earl Jones too.
James Earl Jones, Frankie, and somebody else passed away. It was like who?
No, I said this has been a hard week for.
It's been a hard week for people. We got losses. Black community is hurt. It's been crazy. But there's a ballet dancer who was young and she was 23.
Oh yeah, is it? I can't pronounce her name. Is it Michaela?
Yeah, and she passed away.
She was only 30.
I thought she was in her 20s.
Like if 30, yeah, she was so young.
I think she was 20. She was young.
Oh my goodness.
Let me make sure I give her just due because that was such a sad. She was up and coming, Black ballerina.
28. She was 28.
Yes.
GA5524. I'm so sorry. Did you say you lost your father this week?
Michaela the Prince. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm so sorry.
I hope that I'm sending you love and strength and whatever you need in this moment to get through at your pace. Yeah. Somebody said Rich Homie Quan. I don't know if we spoke about Rich Homie Quan the last time, but there was Rich Homie Quan.
What about Rich Homie Quan?
Which homie? You didn't know he passed?
Nah, I didn't. Dang.
Oh man, Ben, we were mourning him top of the week or the end of last week.
I missed that.
Yeah, Rich Homie Quan passed away, and that was a whole thing. So we got too much life to be living out here. We've lost somebody in hip hop. We lost somebody in ballet. We lost somebody in the best soul music era that still to this day brings us joy. It's something that unified Black people, everybody for real. But the music that was played, you'll get some kind of healing feeling from that music. And James Earl Jones, who has a problematic history that people wanted to pull up. They trying to pull up a problematic history on Maze. Frankie Beverly's not that man's name. I looked it up and I said, no. Why would they? That's Frankie Beverly ain't his name. That's not his name, but
that's the stage name.
The stage name, Frankie Beverly. You know, they're gonna try to pull up all this stuff and history on them and how they're problematic. I'm so glad that I don't live a Twitter life anymore. I don't need to be outraged for much things if I don't need to be. And I just thought about how James Earl Jones. We can say that while problematic, because I've seen those videos and I wish I never did. James Earl Jones is also somebody who is a big part of our childhood with The Lion King and Coming to America.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even know.
Can
you hear that?
I can hear it.
He's shorter than Kirk Franklin.
Oh. That man, he's the reason why people be in white linen
everywhere.
It just feels good.
Just a second of it, y'all.
That's all right. My page ain't monetized anyway. They took away my monetization. We good.
No, don't take mine though. Don't take mine, but
don't take his.
Tag the video. But it's a live concert. I think we get away with it. Played every instrument.
Mm-hmm. The voice, the vocal was something unique.
Frankie Beverly is a rite of passage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say I grew up on Frankie, but it was in my older teens. I didn't get introduced to Frankie until I was like
15. It's a rite of passage. And Florida A&M really instilled that into me. You'll be in the cafe and he'll be playing on the on the speakers. You walk down through he'll be playing on
every barbecue. Listen, there's not a barbecue if you are not at a black barbecue if they don't have Frankie somewhere in the rotation. It's just
my mom, surprisingly, because we have a barbecue for their birthday. My mom and dad's birthday was on September 9th. That's why
they share a birthday.
That's why they share the same birthday.
Oh,
September 9th was their birthday. That's why I couldn't do a Wednesday show. And when the Haitian news came out, I was kicking it in full gear for Haiti. I couldn't do the Shades of Good News this past Wednesday, but it's coming, and I'm going to feature my parents in it as well. But for their birthday, I had took them out to eat. We do an annual barbecue. But my mom came the next day after we did the barbecue. She was like, and I don't want to get emotional about this, but I'm so happy that I got to celebrate with them this year. I didn't, y'all know my situation. I'm not able to really do a lot of things that I used to could do because finances wise, whatever. But my dad had me telling my dad's business, but he don't watch the show. So he had a heat stroke because he simply still has to work because they won't give him any retirement funds or anything. They upped the age. When he was going to retire, they changed the age limit, and he still has to work. And he works as a construction worker. He's the lead, and he's been doing that for a long time. And it's very, very hot in South Florida. And he had a heat stroke, and he didn't tell me about it. And it was really bad. See, I'm gonna get emotional. It was really bad. When I went home, that's when he told me. And I've never seen my dad afraid before. And when he was telling me the story, he just looked petrified. And my mother, about 3 weeks before that, was involved in a car accident. Oh, no. It wasn't bad, but that was like her first car accident in a very, 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 very long time. And I said, this world will eat us down and prevent us from doing the simple things of going to see your parents. And you can't live in that town because you can't afford to. You got to displace yourself from home like they did for a better life or to try to do better for yourself. And the simplest thing I can try to do is just go see them, and I couldn't. But I said, man, forget it. I'm going to have to go late on rent this month so that I can go see my family. and take care of my family. And that's what I did. And to celebrate them. And my mom, when she said she had to work as well on her birthday. And she said, I would love to go out to eat. And I said, say no more. The last that I had, I went out to dinner with them, put them by the beach. Mind you, they Haitian, so they said, we're not eating no seafood outside. We don't know if they cooking it correct. My uncle came along and told me what they got on the menu. And he said, chicken wings, but tell them to cook it triple because it looks, but they're all speaking Creole, by the way. It looks white on the picture. Is it cooked? It came out. He said, he screams out in Creole, is it cooked? It's done? And Haitians eat meat down to the bone. His chicken still had meat. He was not trusting to eat it down to the bone.
Look, you gotta be careful with chicken now. Chicken to take you out.
He said no, but I bought them out, and I was so glad I was able to do that with my siblings and my nephew, and see them. And my mom pulled out something from the closet, and my dad, when he goes out, it's either a navy blue suit or a checkered shirt and some Wrangler jeans. And I got my dad's body. We long and tall. And the man came out and was fitting the vibes. Like he knew where he was going. Homie had on a white linen suit. My mama pulled it out for him.
Look at that.
Remember I said there is a time where people get, they said when you turn 40, but my folks is Haitian, so I don't know. Yeah. Black Americans get a box with no label, no return label. And then Black American men. And in it is a white linen suit after 40.
I don't know where mine are, but I have two.
See? And so when I saw him in there, I was cracking up. Cracking up. Daddy's 65, by the way. But I was cracking up. Mm-hmm. And so seeing him age, I can see, it's hard to see your parents aging. And I just thought about, I'm like, man, I got to hustle a little bit harder. I got to grind a little bit harder. I got to figure out how to get on TikTok like the white people and make it do what it's going to do so I can make sure that my parents don't have to work like they are right now and risk losing them. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
But, I'm glad I got to celebrate them. And I pray that they live long enough for them to hold my children, be at my wedding or whatever God has planned, be at a house I can finally purchase, whatever God has planned in the future. But I want that. And so that I've been a real emotional girl about it, especially seeing my dad. And that's my daddy. It's both their birthday, but you wouldn't think it's my dad's birthday because my mama takes over. But I made sure to give my dad a little bit of extra love this time around. So
that is love. That's
love. Yeah. So you'll see them in the pictures that I put up in this next episode.
Tell your people they need to tune in. They need to
tune in. I got really good episodes coming up too, y'all. Oh. It's real good for Shades of Good News coming up. So
Rebecca, keep your head up, sister. It's you're loved by a whole lot of folks, and you got a really mighty look. I don't like phrasing it like this, but I'm always like, somebody's daddy and somebody's teacher. But Rebecca, you are phenomenal at what you do, and I see your brain, your synapses just firing, and you be reaching back and pulling up that what you did with DJ Khaled in Palestine in regards to Kodak Black and Haiti. Oh my God! And just all day long, in when you do your work, you do it at a masterful level. I say all that to say it ain't gonna be long before you could do not only take care of you, but you could take care of your parents real soon.
Thank you so much for that. And I receive it. I received that. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And I can't wait to continue to push Haiti as much as I can and do what we need to do for them. I don't care if it's just for a little city, a little street, whatever in Haiti. I don't care. Just something that we can do, for them. And however, but that's the plan. I really appreciate your words and you pouring into me like that, Ben. I feel like it's really been a heavy week emotionally for me. And I appreciate that. I do.
How long not long.
I receive it. If y'all haven't already, I definitely need to go to patreon.com/like it or not, patreon.com/like it or not, and become a patron today. A Patreon today. Help support the show. Because of you, we are and we can. And ain't nobody doing it like our black asses in the political space right now. I'm telling you 100%. I've seen it. I've searched it.
Right.
And
that's right.
This is the show you need to be watching every Saturday. I know we didn't do it earlier today, but we still came, right? That's black folks. We still came here. And what we're doing here is not. And if you would like to support, I need to change that. But my hair was real cute. I need to get some braids again. If you would like to support me, you definitely can. I'm working on monetization, getting it back. October 8th is the date they say I can reapply. So before then, if you're looking for ways to support me, please head over to my Cash App. It's Becca's Voice on Cash App. And if you don't feel comfortable with Cash App, you can do it through PayPal, Rebecca Azor @gmail.com. Thank you, Ben. And I know Ben, he ain't got none of his stuff together, but he does have his monetization on his page.
Yeah. Just click on some videos. That's what you do. You want to support me, watch some videos. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that thing David puts up at the end of every show. I don't know where it says. So
it's okay. It's okay.
Cash App and everything, but did the best I could do, David. Sorry.
You did amazing, Ben. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I know you guys may be watching from the Benjamin Dixon channel, but I do have my channel, Rebecca Azor. Like, share, and subscribe. Go watch the videos. And if you're not watching those videos, you can go and follow me on my personal pages on social media as well. You can only find those pages if you go watch my videos. And I ain't gonna tell you them pages. You got to go watch my videos. And other than that, it's Saturday, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I love you so much and mean it. And please be kind to one another. It's nobody's business if you're nasty and something happens to your behind. And I'm just, it's nobody's business if you are not a good person and something happens to you and you want people to be. Please be good to people in your life, because karma is a BITC, and Donald Trump doesn't have much time.
Also creates a list of
Donald Trump doesn't have much time.
I hope he did. No. Like I need him to make it all the way through this campaign, because I don't want them to try to run JD Vance. So take your time, Donald, because we don't. Anyway, let's go. I don't have any closed music.
Ban the word abortion.
See you later, Becky.
Bye. Love you. Leave it. Work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the